Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is me again once again, and welcome me to my top 5 upcoming Nintendo Switch games of 2019. Now, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a heads up before we begin the list. And that is that all of these games are my picks and my overall opinions about these titles. And also, these are only for the confirmed games that have been so far been confirmed to be coming out this year. And if you guys want to let me know what games on this list that you guys are really excited for, or just want to let me know what your list of games is, let me know in the comments below, because I would really love to hear what you guys' list of Switch titles that you guys are really excited about for this year. And before we get to my list, if you guys are really excited about this and want to keep on seeing more top 5 videos like this next time in the near future on my channel, make sure to always like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more top 5 videos like this next time in the near future on my channel. And let's see if we get this video to 10 likes so we can do more of top 5 videos like this very soon. And also, that would be very awesome to get to that like goal as well. But anyways, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into my top 5 list of my upcoming Nintendo Switch games of 2019, starting with number 5. Number 5. So coming in at number 5 is a game that I know so many of us are just looking forward to, and that is Pokemon Gen 8. And this was a game that was announced back at last year's Pokemon convention when Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee were announced, but technically it was originally announced back in Nintendo's E3 2017 show. And for a game like this, making its move from the handheld department with the 3DS onto the home console on the Switch, I'm just really excited about what this game is going to offer. But, thing is, we haven't even seen no gameplay of it as of yet. But honestly, I'm just really looking forward to see what this game is going to give us. From what new region this game is going to be taking place in, from what new Pokemon we're going to be getting, and also see what Pokemon from the previous generations might be making a comeback. Also, what if for the new starters, instead of the regular grass, fire, or water types, we instead get new types of starters, whether it be with rock, electric, poison, the possibilities are endless. Now, in terms of when I think this game is going to come out, I do think it's probably going to get that Let's Go spot in November. And that will probably be another one of Nintendo's biggest titles for the holidays as well, and it just makes too much sense to release this game then. But overall, I can't wait to get to play Pokemon Gen 8 on the Nintendo Switch this year, and that's why it comes in at number 5. Number 4. Coming in at number 4 is a game that is getting even more craftier than ever, and that is Yoshi's Crafted World. And let me just say this right now, my goodness, does this game just look absolutely amazing and stunning. So this game was once again announced back in Nintendo's E3 2017 and was originally supposed to come out last year, but sadly it got delayed to this year. But at least I got to see a little bit of gameplay of it when it was first shown off for the first time, and it did look alright. But then when we saw it again at the September Nintendo Direct last year, it just looked so much better than the first reveal. The crafting elements and just the overall look of the game just look very exciting to look at, and making it feel like a kid who likes doing arts and crafts made all of this wonderful pieces of art. But I just wonder who made it though. And co-op like in Yoshi's Woolly World seems to be making a comeback as well, which makes total sense. And it also would be really cool, and would also make too much sense as well, if this game had some sort of support with Nintendo Labo. And I would feel like it would be a total missed opportunity if this game didn't have any support of Labo at all, because again, with that, it would just make a lot of sense. Yoshi's Crafted World is set to release sometime this spring, and I can't wait to have a crafting good time with this game, and that's why it comes in at number 4. Number 3. Coming in at number 3 is a game that was originally a Wii U launch title, and is now getting a deluxe version, and that is New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. And like I said before, this game was originally a launch title for the Wii U, and now is getting a port on the Nintendo Switch. With nearly every single level from both New Super Mario Bros. U and New Super Luigi U, combining it with a total of 164 stages. And even packs in 2 new characters, being Nabbit being playable for the first time in Mario U, and also another welcome addition, Toadette, and can't forget about Peachette of course. So yeah, there is a new power-up exclusive for Toadette, and that is the Super Crown, and it can be only used on her to have her transform into the most weird and unexpected Peachette. Now, I have played the original New Super Mario Bros. U on the Wii U, but I've only played it for a little bit when I first got the game, but then never went back to it again. But since it's coming to Switch, I'm planning on playing both Mario U and Luigi U officially from start to finish. And by the time that I'm recording this video, however, the game is already going to be launching in just 3 days from now, again, when this video is being recorded. And I would definitely recommend this game to anyone who has missed out on this game on the Wii U to get the opportunity to play it here on the Switch. And once again, I'm just really excited about playing this game again and playing it from start to finish. And that's why New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe comes in at number 3. Number 2. So before we get to my number 1 spot, coming in at number 2 is another big title that a lot of us have wanted to see come back for years now. If you're new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and also hit the bell as well for new videos every day, every week. What's going on, all of my fellow Joy-Con boys and girls? This is your boy, Nintendo Logan. We're once again back at it again here. We're once again another stream for you guys here. And so, as always, if you guys are brand new to the channel and are a big fan of Nintendo and Nintendo Switch 2, then make you guys consider clicking that subscribe button and make you guys turn on that notification bell as well, so you never miss out on all the latest coverage, as we're here every single Wednesday through Saturday, mainly focusing on everything Nintendo and Nintendo Switch 2. If that is something that piques your interest, then definitely this is the place for you guys. And would seriously really help out the channel a ton, and especially to be a part of our amazing community that we have here on this YouTube channel. So thank you once again for you guys' amazing support you guys show here for our content, and especially for this channel. And definitely make you guys keep on doing so, because it really helps out the channel a ton, honestly, and whatnot. So, but anyways, want to let everybody come into the stream right now. No matter if you're just joining us live right now in the chat, if you guys are watching us live right now, or maybe you guys are watching this later on the replay, in case you guys missed out on the stream and I was live. Regardless of how you guys are watching the stream, happy Friday to everybody watching the stream right now. And, of course, it's another start to the weekend, of course, here. And as you guys all know, we're here to kick it off for you guys once again. And as we're here to recap all the latest Nintendo news from the past week, we should have got a lot of great news topics we're going to be discussing in the stream. Which, by the way, if you guys want to know what we're talking about, we're of course about to do another episode of our Friday morning show, Nintendo News Roundup, which this is the place where, like I said, we go back and recap all the latest Nintendo news that pretty much broke over the internet in the world of Nintendo during the past week. And, like I said, I got a lot of great news topics that we're going to be discussing, especially some breaking news that did happen about a half hour ago by the time I actually recording this here. And before I actually do get into it, let's pause for a second right here and kind of slow down. If you guys are looking forward to today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup, make sure you guys definitely smash that like button if you guys are looking forward to the next episode of Nintendo News Roundup. And also, if you guys want to know how to join our amazing Discord community as well, because once again, we do have a dedicated Discord server related related to this YouTube channel and whatnot. So of course, if you guys want to be a part of it, we'll have all that info in the description down below for you guys. If you guys want to know how to join a Discord server, if you guys have not yet joined it and still want to become an official member in there, so of course, I know it'll be a part of our streams, but to even try to interact with us, we're not really streaming in the future as well. So definitely do highly recommend you guys if you do subscribe to our, you guys definitely do join our Discord server if some of you guys have not yet become a member in there yet. And also, if you guys are not yet subscribed to the Nintendo Logan Clips channel, Logan's Pokemon TV series review, the main Ultra Joy-Con game channel, and also Ultra Joy-Con game live, some of those channel links will be in the description below, as well as on the main page of our YouTube channel as well. And what I want to mention for you guys here, make sure guys if you do come back after Nintendo News Roundup at 10:30 AM Eastern Standard Time, as we're once again going to continue on with Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate, that will once again be happening right after the stream wraps up at 10:30 AM Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, I recommend you guys if you do stay tuned for this, and like I already mentioned before, if you guys are not yet subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel and having notifications turned on to obviously on our next upcoming episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate once again. But of course, If you guys do not do that selfie, do not hit that like button either. Once again, Reggie Vizame is of course going to come out here and say, what's wrong with you? It's if you guys do not do that follow, it's something I mentioned to you guys here just now. And so yeah, without any further ado, we're not going to waste more of you guys' time right now, and we're going to go ahead and get into all the news for today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. And we're going to be kicking it off with our first news item of the show, and this is the breaking news I was actually talking about just a few minutes ago. We just had announced a brand new Super Mario Galaxy Movie Direct that will be happening this Monday, March 9th at 5 p.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Pacific Time, where it's pretty much going to give us our final look at the Mario Galaxy movie before it officially releases in theaters on April 1st and whatnot. And I seriously cannot even wait for this, though. I know I said this hundreds of times when it comes to talking about the Mario Galaxy movie on this channel and whatnot. I am seriously super hyped for this movie. I absolutely really loved the first one when I got to see the first Mario movie in theaters. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this one in theaters and whatnot when it officially releases in April. And of course, as you guys can see right here, this is the official announcement coming from Nintendo of America's official X account, and this is the official details of what we can expect for this final trailer for the Mario Galaxy movie. And so this is what it says right here with all the details. Join us on Monday, March 9th at 2 p.m. Pacific, which is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the East Coast, for the Nintendo Direct, featuring the final trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Please note that no game information will be included in this presentation, and I do have a link to the stream on their YouTube channel right now, so you can go ahead and set your reminders on when this Mario Galaxy movie Direct actually officially does go live. And definitely, unlike the last Mario movie trailer Direct that we actually ended up getting back in January, where I wasn't able to live stream it for you guys and had to do a pre-recorded video on it, I definitely will 100% be live streaming this right here, so we can check out the final trailer for the Mario Galaxy movie. Maybe kind of go back and whatever they actually end up showing off in the trailer, like see if there's any like hidden Easter eggs or whatever. We never will be there to cover everything with this final Mario Galaxy movie trailer. Once again, we get to finally see it on March 9th once again. And then it does make a lot of sense because, like I said, the movie's officially releasing like next month. Once again, by the time we're actually recording this, and then of course Mario Day is pretty much like the day before then when the trailer is actually dropping. So once again, they do look forward to this once again with some of the new footage we're meant to see from the Mario Galaxy movie with the final trailer with probably some stuff we have never seen before from the other two trailers or entity on TV advertisements we're getting for this movie. And by the way, I just want to kind of zoom in on this image right here, kind of look at the artwork here, because, my goodness gracious, this artwork looks amazing, though, to be honest. Eventually I tried to zoom in, but I really couldn't, actually. So we can kind of take a better look at the artwork that they have here. I am noticing, actually, Toad actually has the penguin suit on from New Super Mario Bros., actually, which is pretty cool. So looks like we're going to get the penguin power-up in the New Super Mario Bros. Games. Before you see the Ninjas, we already saw them from one of the trailers. There's Bowser Jr., Bowser, Peach, Mario, the homie Yosh, we got Rosalina and the Lumas. There's Luigi in the frog suit. And then when we see Birdo right there. I actually shout out to Game Explain, because I know it's kind of hard to tell on the stream, but where my mouse cursor is right now, where I'm actually highlighting it, they actually did point out King Wards. So Ward from Mario 2 might actually be in the Mario Galaxy movie as well. And it does make sense because we saw that one area with all the enemies from Mario 2 from like Birdo and also like Mouser was also in there as well. So it looks like Ward might actually be confirmed to be in this Mario Galaxy movie as well. We do have to find out if they actually do show off Ward in the final Mario Galaxy movie trailer. But like I mentioned before, make sure you guys do stay tuned this upcoming Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Pacific Time for once again the final trailer for the Mario Galaxy movie. And once again, definitely do subscribe to this channel, and once again, have your notifications turned on, because we will be doing a live stream reacting to the final Mario Galaxy movie trailer, so make sure you guys ever do stay tuned for that. It's definitely going to be really hype and really exciting as we come together to watch the final trailer for this movie once again. And so yeah, what do you guys think about this upcoming announcement for the final trailer for the Super Mario Galaxy movie? And what kind of stuff do you expect and do you hope to see in this final trailer for this movie? And of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts once again in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright guys, speaking of Mario Day, we do got a bunch of news related to Mario Day 2026. There's only just one of them here. But the next news item is, we had some brand new NSO games that are going to be coming to both the Virtual Boy NSO, and also the GBA Switch Online. But pretty convenient, they just showed it off right there. And these are just in time for Mario Day, where Nintendo's going to be adding some of these games to the Virtual Boy and GBA NSO services. And the games that are including are Mario's Tennis, Mario Clash for the Virtual Boy NSO, and also Mario vs. DK for the GBA Switch Online as well. And when I first saw this, honestly, when I saw that the original Mario vs. DK was going to be released for the GBA Switch Online service, I was like, do I already have this game already on the Switch already with that remake that came out like a couple years ago back in 2024? So it is kind of bizarre that once again they're even though we already have the remake on the Switch already, it's kind of bizarre that they're releasing the original GBA version of this. Always kind of making the Switch version kind of, I guess you would say, kind of pointless now. But I mean, if you never want to check out the original version of Mario vs. DK, then I guess maybe say go for it or something like that. But we're gonna get into all the details on when you guys can expect these brand new Nintendo Switch Online games making their way for Mario Day once again. And this information is coming from NintendoLife.com, and this is the information that we have for these brand new NSO games that are coming just in time for Mario Day. And so this is what the article says here. Ahead of the March 10th, 2026, aka Mario Day, Nintendo has announced it will be expanding the Switch Online Plus expansion pack service for the Switch 1 and Switch 2. These 3 titles arriving on Mario Day include 2 Virtual Boy games and 1 Game Boy Advance title, which all of these require users to have access to the expansion pack tier. For the Virtual Boy, we got Mario's Tennis Outing and Mario Clash draws on the original Mario Bros. Title. And as for GBA, Nintendo has added Mario DK's puzzle platformer with its Mario vs. Donkey Kong. And of course, they give a list of all the games of those 3 games that are going to be added. And Japan has received the same 3 titles in this week's update. Once again, you'll need to have access to the Switch Online Plus expansion pack subscription tier to play them. You can find out what other games are available on the service. Of course, on their official website. Once again, not a sponsor, by the way. But so yeah, not that bad, honestly, with these 3 games that are going to be added to the NSO service. And once again, just in time for Mario Day, once again. Once again, to give you guys a recap of the games that are going to be adding, Mario's Tennis, Mario Clash, and Mario vs. DK, both for the Virtual Boy and for the GBA Switch Online service. So yeah, pretty cool stuff, honestly. Nice welcome additions to the NSO service once again. And maybe I might check out the original Mario vs. DK on the GBA Online. Just to see what the game is all about, even though I've already played the remake already on the Switch, back a couple years ago, back in 2024. Which, by the way, total plug, we do have I did do a full playthrough on the Mario vs. DK remake on the Switch, all the way back in 2024 on this channel. So I do highly recommend you guys if you go check out our Let's Play on Mario vs. DK for the Switch version, in case you guys want to see me play that. But yeah, I guess what are you guys' overall thoughts on these brand new games that are going to be added to the NSO service just in time for Mario Day? And which one of these games are you going to be checking out here? If you guys plan on checking out any of these games that we mentioned that are going to be releasing for the NSO service. And of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And which one of these games are you going to be trying out right here on the NSO service on Mario Day? And alright, let's move on to the next news item for the show. And we just recently had an Indie World Showcase that pretty much happened earlier this week on Tuesday. Well, first of all, Nintendo made the announcement on Monday, and then they announced that it was going to be happening this past Tuesday this week. And also, we did also do a live reaction on this Indie World Showcase, which also do recommend you guys ever go check it out right here on our YouTube channel. If you guys want to see a live reaction on the recent Indie World Showcase. Now, first thing I want to say for myself, this was an alright Indie World Showcase, which, I mean, it's all to be expected because, Indie World Showcases, they really don't announce anything super mind-blowing at all. It's more just like, creative, creative ideas from some, small indie developers and all that, with these, different types of, indie games and all that. But, I mean, there were some pretty cool announcements in here, even though there wasn't anything, that really interested me really too much with this, Indie World Showcase. But we do have an official highlight, we do have some highlights and official recap for all the announcements that were made during this recent Indie World Showcase that we're pretty much going to be reading over. And this is coming from TechRadar.com, by the way. And they have a list of all the games that were announced during this recent Indie World Showcase. And so, this is all the games that were announced during this recent Indie World Showcase. So the show starts off with Dance Attack, and it's releasing on June 17th, and only for Nintendo Switch 2. And there's also a demo that's available right now for you guys to try out on the Switch 2 eShop. And then My Little Puppy, which releases on May 29th, releasing for Switch 1. Heave-Ho 2 launches this summer on Nintendo Switch 1 and Nintendo Switch 2. Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault, launches in 2026, only for Nintendo Switch 2. And we got Wudo, launches this summer on both Switch 1 and Switch 2. Mini Shoot Adventures releases, well, it's already out right now, on both Switch 1 and also on Switch 2. The Midnight Walk releases on March 26th for Switch 2. Rodwood releases, once again, another Shadow Drop, and is a Switch 2 console exclusive for the Switch 2. And then Mixtape, which someone did point out in our Indie World live reaction, that Mixtape was actually the game that we actually saw during last year's Summer Game Fest. So it was really cool to actually see that here in this Indie World Showcase. So Mixtape releases on May 7th for Nintendo Switch 2. Blinded launches in fall 2026 for Switch 2. Dead Zone Rogue, March 17th for Nintendo Switch 2. Graveseeds is coming this summer for Switch 1. Unreal 2, Back on Track, launches in May for Switch 1 and Switch 2. And there's also a demo available for it right now. Toem 2 launches this summer for Switch 1. I'm so sorry if I'm going to butcher this here. And Kenobi, One Storm Mini Stories, releases April 30th for Switch 1 and Switch 2. Outbound releases April 23rd for Switch 1 and Switch 2. Roundup releases July 16th for Switch 2. And then finally, the big closeout. Unfortunately, it was not Queen Scary Expedition 33 for the Switch 2. It was actually this game called Blueprints, which is another game that also is out right now on the Switch 2 eShop. Only available, once again, only for Switch 2. So yeah, those are all the games that were announced during this recent Indie World Showcase. Once again, nothing really too mind-blowing here that really blew me away personally. But one of the games that actually did get my interest was Dead Zone Rogue, which it kind of reminded me of a little bit of Halo, like a little bit of mix of Halo and a little bit of Doom. Of course, it's because it's a a first-person shooter and all that. And the sceneries and all that definitely once again reminded me of both of those genres there. Most of just Halo, at least in my opinion, though, is what it kind of reminded me of when we first saw Dead Zone Rogue. And I'm still kind of debating if I might actually check that game out, because, like I said, it did look pretty interesting now, and unfortunately, the only game that actually did pique my interest during this Indie World Showcase, but still pretty cool stuff once again, if you guys are a big indie person and all that, and play a lot of indie games and all that. All this stuff, once again, obviously, it's still releasing for Switch 1, because, of course, they still want to support the Switch 1 with its 150 million fan base and all that, but pretty cool to see once again. And correct me if I'm wrong once again, I think this one was part of the first Indie World Showcase that actually highlighted the Switch 2 as well. There might have been another one that we had last year that did highlight the Switch 2 stuff, but from what I could tell, this was the first Indie World Showcase to highlight games coming to the indie games coming to the Switch 2 as well, which some of them are pretty interesting though, honestly, especially with one of them being a Switch 2 console exclusive with Rodwood as well. So yeah, what do you guys overall think about all the announcements that were made during the recent Indie World Showcase? And which one of these games are you most looking forward to? Either that are out right now, or the ones that are coming in the near future. Let me know your thoughts about any of this, of course, in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright, the next news item, and where are all my Amiibo fans right now? Because we got some Amiibo news that we're going to be pretty much mentioning in the show. And that is for Kirby Air Riders. That is right, guys. We got some brand new Amiibos that were announced for Kirby Air Riders. And yeah, honestly, the ones that we have right here, I honestly really do like these, honestly. One of these I absolutely did not expect to actually, like, I had to see, like, get revealed and all that. And that's actually this one you guys are seeing right now on your screen. We have a Sword Kirby Amiibo with the Dragoon that we'll be releasing in the near future, along with this one right here with this, I actually do know the name of this character here, Noir DDD, and these are both releases sometime in 2026, and, man, oh man, these are looking very awesome now. The Sword Kirby with the Dragoon and all that, it definitely looks really cool. But one of the coolest one is, out of the ones that just announced, was that with Noir DDD. Because look at the detail on Noir DDD, though. It looks, man, what is up with Nintendo making a nice and high quality amiibo nowadays? Like, of course, they used to do it a lot back then with like the Super Smash Bros. Amiibo and all that, but man, oh man, they're really stepping up their game with these Kirby Air Riders amiibo. Even though, once again, they're really pricey with like $50 and all that, but just the amount of quality they have and all that, especially being able to, you know, swap out the characters on like the different vehicles and all that. Man, I don't know, honestly. I don't know what else to say, honestly. They're just amazing now. But let's go ahead and get into all the details about these brand new Kirby Air Riders amiibo that were recently just announced for Kirby Air Riders. And this information is coming from GamesRadar.com, and this is all the details that we have for these two new Kirby Air Riders amiibo that will be releasing sometime in the future. And so this is what the article says with the details. Nintendo announced on its Nintendo Today app, and later across all its social media channels, that it's adding 2 new amiibo figures to its Kirby Air Riders line. Like the previous collectibles, these Switch 2 accessories include both the cute character from the game and a vehicle for them to sit in. But this time, it's Sword Kirby and Dragoon, and Noir DDD and Hydra. I got the NFC toy treatment. These new 2026 amiibo are single-handedly the most intricate from the set so far, featuring incredible details from the engine fuel colors blasting out from Kirby's iconic air ride machine, to the tattered cloak and swarm of spikes found on the creepy Noir DDD. Just like previous figures, they can sit in each other's vehicles too. Yeah, that's cool as they look. Nintendo hasn't revealed when or where we can grab them. It usually takes a moment after for any major amiibo announcement for any relevant release date and pricing info to drop. That being said, judging by the average $50 cost of the previous Kirby Air Rider figures, it's likely that these newest editions won't come cheap. And also some other details that we have here, and this is actually for one of the other Kirby Air Riders amiibo that we kind of already tentatively knew about before, but we didn't really get a release date for it yet. Without any product listings yet on the US and UK Nintendo stores or any other retailers, we can submerge exactly how much chump change you can expect to drop. However, reservations are available on the Japan My Nintendo Store online store, which will give us an insight into the proposed pricing. Both Sword Kirby and Noir DDD are listed for 8,250 yen each, which is roughly amounts to $52 US. That feels pretty in line with what I've come to expect from the Kirby Air Riders amiibo series. And then also, while they are available to pre-order on the Japan My Nintendo Store, their releases are still marked as to be decided. But it's not all doom and gloom. The King DDD and Tankstar amiibo, which was revealed late last year, has now got a confirmed release date of July 2nd, 2026. So that's when the King DDD and also Tankstar amiibo will be releasing for Kirby Air Riders on July 2nd, 2026. So it's pretty much in the middle of the summer. And it's yet to drop on the Nintendo US and Nintendo UK storefronts, but I'll be sure to let you any fellow amiibo collectors know when it all changes. In the meantime, if you're desperate to add to your growing amiibo obsession, the Meta Knight and Shadowstar amiibo launched today and is available for $50 at Best Buy. Just be sure to keep the savings set aside for Sword Kirby and Noir DDD. And so yeah, pretty cool stuff once again when they announced and pretty much revealed for both Sword Kirby and the Dragoon, and also a Noir DDD with the Hydra vehicle and all that. Now, of course, obviously we don't know when these two amiibos are going to be releasing. All they just said was like, the release date for both of these amiibo are to be determined. But I am assuming these two amiibos, they're never going to be coming out sometime like, I would say, in my opinion, in my kind of speculation, they probably could be releasing like during the holiday season with these two amiibos and all that. But we definitely will have to see about this, and we definitely will keep you guys updated whenever we actually do get the official release date for both Sword Kirby and the Dragoon, and also Noir DDD and the Hydra amiibos. Whenever we do get the release date for these and all that. And also for the King DDD and Tankstar amiibo, definitely make sure you guys mark your calendars for July 2nd, 2026. Because that's when the King DDD and the Tankstar amiibo will be releasing for Kirby Air Riders. And you guys already know, I'm gonna be getting all those day one, honestly. So, and to add to my massive amiibo collection that I've shown like multiple times in the past. And so yeah, what do you guys think overall about these two brand new amiibos for Kirby Air Riders with Sword Kirby and a Dragoon and King DDD, or Noir DDD, and also the Hydra Star, both of these amiibos that were just announced. Of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright, the next news item, and this probably is some pretty shocking news once again that came out from this week. But first of all, to let you guys know, we do have a brand new Switch 2 release with this game you guys are seeing right now on your screen. And that is Pokemon Pokopia. And as it just dropped for the Switch 2 as of yesterday, once again, by the time we're actually recording this. And I still haven't really checked out the game for myself because I really still haven't gotten it yet. Because, and once again, in my opinion, like I keep saying, I'm still kind of split on getting this game as of right now, though. Like, I might possibly get it later, but as of right now, though, I'm still not really too interested in this game now. With Pokemon Pokopia. But actually, if you guys want to know something very interesting while we're actually talking about Pokemon Pokopia, we actually did just get the Metacritic review score for Pokemon Pokopia. And you guys are not going to believe, if you guys didn't hear this yet, you guys are not going to believe the review score for this game. Originally, the game on Metacritic, when the review scores were first coming out for this game, it was sitting at a 90. I am not even kidding you guys. The game was sitting at a 90 when the review scores for Pokemon Pokopia actually first released. But now on Metacritic right now, the official review score for Pokemon Pokopia right now on Metacritic is sitting at an 88. And that is right, guys. Pokemon Pokopia is sitting at an 88 on Metacritic. And this is actually making it the highest and the best, the most highest and best-selling, best reviewed Pokemon game out of all the Pokemon games that are released over the years, especially the more modern ones as well. So, pretty big stuff once again for the Pokemon Company. Big props to them, honestly. Big congratulations for them having Pokemon Pokopia be their highest reviewed, being their best reviewed and highest rated Pokemon game that's ever released. And so, if you guys want to know some of the reviews that we have here, we have about, let me see if I can find it here. So we have about 97% positive with 61 reviews, and only 3% mixed with 2 reviews, and 0 negative. So really good stuff once again for Pokemon Pokopia once again. Honestly, I still remember when this game was first revealed, like all the way back like last year when the first reveal of Pokemon Pokopia. I was like, what in the world even is this game now? I thought it was gonna be one of those like one of those games like that like people pick up and play and then just like, you know, put it away after like a certain amount of time and then never go back to it again. No, it's just like I've been seeing a lot of people actually streaming this game and all that, and it looks like this game is like a pretty big deal, honestly, for a lot of like big like streamers and all that. Not only Nintendo and Pokemon, but this anybody that's into like these cozy games and all that. So, but and we also did talk about it too as well. This actually might be another one of this Game of the Year 2026 contenders once again. And this actually does end up being the case. I'll be absolutely really shocked that this actually ends up being another 2026 Game of the Year contender with games that we already have released already with Resident Evil Requiem. I mean, obviously know GTA 6 is going to be nominated for Game of the Year 2026. And this game competes alongside those 2 games. That is going to be absolutely insane now. But time will tell once again, because we're still pretty early in the 2026, and we'll have to see if this game, whenever the time actually does come for the Game Awards 2026, and when the nominees get announced, if this game actually will show up there and whatnot. So, and so yeah, what do you guys think overall about Pokemon Pokopia being rated at an 88 on Metacritic? And let me know if you guys have already picked the game up for yourself, and if you guys have already played Pokemon Pokopia, let me know what you guys think about it overall so far. And so if you guys have any thoughts about this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts about what do you guys think overall about Pokemon Pokopia being sitting at an 88 on Metacritic. And alright, the next news item, and this is something that we recently just reacted to yesterday in our previous video that we did yesterday. We also did have a Capcom Spotlight Showcase, which pretty much took place as of yesterday, like I keep saying, by the time I'm actually recording this once again. Well, it did highlight a bunch of Capcom games that are about to be releasing here pretty soon. And especially highlighting Mega Man Full Overdrive, that's going to be releasing sometime in 2027. And once again, just like I said with the Indie World Showcase, this presentation now, there wasn't anything really super mind-blowing now. Well, there was one thing that actually did shock me a little bit, and we're going to get into that in a second here. But overall, though, it was an okay presentation now. But I mean, there was some pretty interesting stuff that was shown off during this Capcom Spotlight presentation. And of course, we had to react to it Because what Capcom's been putting out on the Switch 2 lately with like Street Fighter 6, Resident Evil Requiem, and also with Pragmata coming out here pretty soon. Man, Capcom has been very supportive of the Switch 2. That way we of course definitely had to react to this right here. How much I've been showing love with the Switch 2 and all that. And so we do have an official recap of all the announcements that were made during the recent Capcom Spotlight presentation. And all this information is coming from IGN.com, and this is all the games that were announced and pretty much shown off during this recent Capcom Spotlight presentation. And so this is what all the details we have here for this Capcom Spotlight presentation. Hot off the zombified heels of Resident Evil Requiem, a brand new Capcom Spotlight has arrived with updates on Street Fighter 6, Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection, Onimusha, Way of the Sword, Pragmata, and much more. We've gathered all the biggest moments and reveals right here to ensure you don't miss a thing, and we'd love to know what your favorite part of the show was. And so first of all, we have Onimusha, which we're probably not going to really talk about that really, because that's really not a game that's going to be coming to the Switch 2, unfortunately. But we do have Street Fighter 6 with a new character with Alex to join the roster on March 17th and reveals outfit for Alina and also DJ. Oh, I said the name right there. So Street Fighter 6 is gearing out to welcome Alex to its roster on March 17th. And feels to be delighted to know that Kenny Omega provided some of the motion capture for the fighter. It was also revealed that the Jam Project had contributed a new BGM track to the game called Go Alex, Hope is Born. Capcom also discussed the Alex Arrives, Funny Pass, and Outfit for Elena and DJ, which will be included in the Swimsuit series. And the next up here, Pragmata gets a brand new gameplay trailer. And actually, this is one of the things that kind of surprised me a little bit. The release date actually did get bumped up from the original April 26th release date, and is now releasing on April 17th. And so, this is what the details are. This is what the details are for the new Pragmata information here. Capcom kicked off its Capcom Spotlight presentation by sharing a brand new look at Pragmata. However, the biggest news may be that it moved its release date up from April 24th to April 17th, meaning you'll be able to jump into Hugh and Diana's sci-fi adventure a week early. We also got another look at Pragmata's Deluxe Edition, which includes the Shelter Variety Pack. That pack features additional costumes, rare digital artwork viewable in-game, and much more. You can also pre-order the game to get Hugh outfit, Neo Bushido, and Diana outfit, Neo Kanuchi. I again don't know how to say that, but next up, Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection gets a launch trailer and a ton of bonuses. Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection will be released on March 13th, 2026, which is next week. And Capcom shared its launch trailer again and revealed some new details, as well as an overview of the story of the game. Twisted Reflection takes place when Azurii and Vermeil are locked on conflict, and the crystal encroachment is at their door. And there are twin Rathalos for the first time in forever, but only one rider. Capcom also talked about bonus features, including receiving layered armor for those who have save data from other Monster Hunter games. Monster Hunter Stories save data will get players to the Hakon Rider outfit, Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of the Ruin, the Mahana Rider outfit, Monster Hunter Rise ride the Kamaro Grab, Monster Hunter Ride the Kamaro Grab. I'm sorry, I can't even read right there. I don't want to hear no else in the chat. And Monster Hunter Wilds, the Hub Layered Armor Set. Speaking of outfits, link in your platform with the Capcom ID will net you the Capcom Works outfit for Rudy. There will also be free DLC that will launch at launch, including the accessory Gold Circlet and later armor for Simon, Wind Wyvern's friend, the latter of which changes its appearance to the Legata armor theme. For a limited bonus, those who pre-order the game or purchase a physical copy will get the later armor for Eleanor's Skyskill Queen. And then we also have another look at this upcoming live-action Street Fighter movie, which shares behind-the-scene footage. The Street Fighter movie is set to be released in theaters on October 16th, 2026, and the Capcom Spotlight shares some fun behind-the-scenes footage of the film that will be shown at the Capcom 12 Cup, and how Capcom is celebrating the 30 years of the Resident Evil franchise. In celebration of 30 years of Resident Evil, Capcom revealed a bit of how it will be celebrating this milestone, in addition to the already released Resident Evil Requiem. These festivities include a new collaboration with Universal Studios Japan, that will be inspired by Requiem itself. A new Resident Evil 2 arcade game, Resident Evil 30th Anniversary Concerts, Symphony of Legacy, and a 30th Anniversary set known as Resident Evil Generation Pack, which includes Resident Evil 7, 8, and 9. And then we have also some new details on Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection online features. Capcom gave us a glimpse into the online features of Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. Players will be able to use save data to use and edit their decks. Players will also be able to select multiple titles when searching for online matches. There will be a casual, ranked match, and friend match, along with other features like training and brother list. Speaking of the brother list, this has now been updated to allow players to include 100 brothers instead of 6. And probably the other biggest highlight for this Capcom Spotlight presentation, we got more details on Mega Man Dual Override, which is a boss character design contest winner revealed. So they pretty much showed off some of the robot masters that people actually were able to create for Mega Man Dual Override. And honestly, some of the boss designs, I actually really didn't like a majority of them that they actually did show off here. In the lead up to the Mega Man Dual Override, Capcom held a contest for its community to help design a boss in the upcoming title. There were 10,000 entries. Capcom picked the best 20, and the community chose the 6 winners with their votes. The development team noticed that many of the designs were similar to the actual bosses that will be featured in the game. And Capcom took the opportunity to tease the 7 bosses with a silhouetted picture of all of them together. And as for the winners, they included Cleanser Man, Sweeper Woman, Recycle Man, Cactus Man, Jungle Man, and Valve Man. However, only one will make its way to Mega Man Dual Override, but we'll have to wait a little bit longer to find out who that is. And also, they also did highlight some Capcom in tournaments and all that, which really don't care about any of that stuff there. But yeah, not bad what they had to show off here, honestly. Even though once again it was majority of the stuff that was shown off here was like games we already knew that were coming and all that, with like a couple of the Mega Man stuff and getting a new character reveal for Street Fighter 6 and all the other stuff that we pretty much didn't mention here. But like I said before, the only 2 highlights that were in this Capcom Spotlight for me personally, definitely the Mega Man Dual Overdrive or Dual Override information we got there for the Robot Masters and all that. And then also the biggest one here, Pragmon again in its release date bumped up from April 24th to April 17th, which is pretty much on the same week as Tomodachi Life when that comes out for the Switch and the Switch 2. So it's definitely going to be a pretty busy week once again for gaming. So once again, we got Tomodachi Life releasing on April 16th, and then the day after, Pragmon is also going to be releasing for the Switch 2 as well. So what do you guys overall think about all the announcements that were made during this recent Capcom Spotlight presentation with all the stuff that we pretty much mentioned here? And of course, if you guys have any thoughts about this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright, the next news item, and this once again, speaking of surprising announcements, this was also a pretty surprising one as well, as I really did not even see this coming, and I bet nobody did actually. But it's once again another welcome addition to the Switch 2 library. And the next news item that we have is Kino Bridge of Spirits. Again, that was originally on the PS5. It is going to be making its way to the Nintendo Switch 2. And it's releasing in spring of 2026. So definitely be on the lookout sometime in spring of 2026 when Kino Bridge of Spirits will be making its way to the Switch 2. I never heard so much great things about this game, honestly. People saying it's like, I was going to went to like Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I'm guessing also Pikmin as well, but a lot of people do refer to Zelda Breath of the Wild, with the way the gameplays and all that, with like being able to explore the world, like and be able to do a lot of the actions just like how you can do with like Link and Breath of the Wild and all that. So let's go ahead and let's get into all the details about Kino Bridge of Spirits coming to the Switch 2 sometime in spring of 2026. And this once again, this information is coming from NintendoLife.com, and this is all the information that we have for Kino Bridge of Spirits coming to the Switch 2. And so this is what the article says here. Back in 2021, you may recall the release of Ember Labs celebrated Kino Bridge of Spirits on the PS5. Perhaps you even play it on the Sony's consoles or PC. This lovely-looking indie adventure was snapped up by PlayStation and a timed exclusivity deal on consoles until it came to Xbox in 2024. And now it's coming to Switch 2 this spring. The Switch 2 version will come with the Anniversary DLC and New Game Plus mode included. check out the reveal trailer to get a better look at it, which I got you guys covered here because I'm playing it on the stream for you guys. If you're not familiar with Kina, it's a puzzling action-adventure affair where you play the anonymous spirit guide seeking to restore her village to its former glory. It took home several Gons in its release year, including Best Independent Game and the Best Debut Indie Game at the Game Awards back in 2021. So this one passed you by, or if you're not a fancy pants multi-console gamer, your chance to catch up on this indie darling is coming soon. And a few more details on the Switch 2 version of Kina Bridge of Spirits. Quote, the Nintendo Switch 2 version comes complete with the Anniversary DLC, which features Charm Stones, Spirit Guide Trials, Kina outfits, and accessibility features. It also features New Game Plus mode, which allows players who have completed the game to restart Kina's journey with all of their previously unlocked abilities, including upgrades, outfits, rot, and more, as well as redesigned and more challenging combat encounters. Our friends at Push Square reviewed Kina, which first came out, awarding the PS5 version a respectable 7 out of 10, saying that the wonderful visuals and music leave a strong impression, while the gameplay is simple but enjoyable. It currently sits on a Metascore of 81 from 82 reviews, so critics certainly found it a lot to love on this one. And if you're looking for another Nintendo connection, the creators at Ember Lab were responsible for Escalade Majora's Mask inspired short Terrible Fate back in 2016. Well, I mean, again, we don't need to worry about read any of that stuff there, but pretty cool. Once again, Kina Bridge of Spirits is going to be making its way to the Switch 2 once again, and honestly, what we're seeing from the Switch 2 footage of Kina Bridge of Spirits right now, it looks looking pretty good, honestly. With how this game is looking and running on the Switch 2 once again. Again, these third-party developers still not disappointing with their third-party releases on the Switch 2 and all that. But definitely once again another welcome addition to the Switch 2 library and all that. And I don't know, I think I might check this game out maybe, see what this game is all about, because this game actually did end up winning a couple awards back in the 2021 Game Awards when this game originally first got released and all that back in 2021. So I'm going to see what the hype is all about. Maybe I might check out this game possibly. Who knows, honestly. And it depends on when I'm like, in the middle of playing and all that. So yeah, what do you guys think about Kina Bridge of Spirits making its way to the Switch 2 sometime in spring of 2026? And of course, if you guys have any thoughts about this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright, the next news item, and this is our second to last news item for this episode of Nintendo News Roundup. And speaking of Mario Day, kind of going back to that, we actually do have some upcoming things that of how Nintendo's going to be celebrating Mario Day 2026. And one of the other things as well, you guys are going to want to stick around for it, because it's pretty exciting, actually. But let's get into all the stuff that we have, that Nintendo's planning on doing for Mario Day 2026, with some of the stuff they're planning on doing. And we already kind of talked about one of the things that that Nintendo's going to be doing for Mario Day. Of course, you already know, once again, showing out the final trailer from the Mario Galaxy movie the day before Mario Day, and then a few of the new NSO games that are going to be coming as well for both Virtual Boy and the GBA Switch Online. But all this information is coming from NintendoWire.com, and this is all the official details about Nintendo is celebrating Mario Day 2026. And this is what all the details say according to the article. Mario Day 2026 is just a week away, so Nintendo wants to remind everyone that its flagship mascot is celebrating his 40th anniversary this year, culminating in the release of the Super Mario Galaxy movie on April 1st, 2026. This 40th anniversary celebration is maybe more subdued than you would expect for such a storied franchise. At the same time, it is a chance for fans to catch up on some games they may have missed, or to want to experience new, or get reacquainted with remnants about everyone's favorite plumber. And so once again, they pretty much have a Mario Day sale that's going on right now, which let's go and let you guys know about the details about this. Next up is a rare sale on first-party Nintendo games that sees some decent discounts on classic games. On the Switch 1, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury and Super Mario Odyssey will be available at $40 at select retailers from March 8th until March 14th, 2026. During the same dates, the Switch 2 version of Super Mario Party Jamboree Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV will be discounted to $60. And on the eShop for today until March 15th, you can now Mario vs. Donkey Kong and Super Mario Maker 2 for $40, marking a rare time when the digital version is cheaper than retail. And then also there's an upcoming event in Mario Kart World that will be coinciding with Mario Day 2026 once again. The last notable event is what Nintendo calls the Mario Kart World My Nintendo Open. Throughout the month of March, players can participate in a weekly series of races in Mario Kart World that will earn you 310 My Nintendo Platinum points just for participating. The events include a Versus Race series, a Coin Runner series, and a Knockout Tour series, which start today and end on March 25th. You can find more information in Nintendo's official press release. And then there's also going to be in-person events for Mario Day. Some in-person events at Nintendo New York and San Francisco are being held where fans can do a meet and greet with Mario. I went to one years ago at Nintendo New York for Christmas, and it was fun. It's pretty much like how Disney handles things, where some person is in a costume pretends to be Mario, but even still, that's a joy for the inner child in all of us. Those events will be held on March 10th, 2026, at their respective stores. And also, we do have there's also like other things like that also are something we already talked about already before with the NSO games coming as well, like Mario Tennis, Mario Clash, Mario vs. DK, and then some stuff for Nintendo Music. And then the Hatch and Yoshi toy that will that they're releasing for the Mario Galaxy movie and all that. So yeah, pretty much not too bad honestly what they're doing for Mario Day. Of course, a lot of this stuff is like kind of like smaller stuff with like Mario Day sales and then there's other different things that they're doing for Mario Day. But so yeah, that's all the stuff that they're pretty much doing for Mario Day 2026, along with what we've already mentioned earlier during the show. So what do you guys think about what Nintendo is doing overall so far for Mario Day 2026? And also with a lot of these discounts that are going for these Super Mario games, which one of these do you plan on picking up if you guys are waiting for a discount on any of these Mario-related games that we mentioned that are on discount right now on the eShop and at some retailers? And of course, if you guys have been thoughts about all of this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this. And alright guys, the final news I know that we have for the stream, and this one is a pretty big one, and it's actually pretty exciting. And kind of going off Mario Kart World once again, and you guys are probably wondering why we're actually mentioning that. Apparently, and then we do take this at a huge truckload of salt, there was apparently a leak about a brand new battle mode that could be making its way to Mario Kart World, and this actually ends up happening once again. But unfortunately, it looks like Nintendo actually did leak it out accidentally, so it kind of does look like it more than likely might be coming to Mario Kart World sometime in the future. And whenever I started about this, I thought it was actually pretty exciting, because so far, in my opinion, with the way Mario Kart World's battle mode is right now, I'm seriously not really a huge fan of it though, but maybe with this new battle mode that they might possibly add in the future to Mario Kart World, I think I might actually like check this out a little bit more. And this information is coming from comicbook.com, and this is the information that we have for this leaked battle mode coming to Mario Kart World if this actually ends up happening. And so this is what the article says here. A new leak associated with Mario Kart World has teased the return of a fan-favorite mode that first debuted in Mario Kart Double Dash. Since its launch last year alongside the Switch 2, Nintendo hasn't come out with any major content updates for Mario Kart World. While there have been patches for the game that have refined it somewhat, many players have been wondering when brand new modes or tracks might be added. Now it seems like that these long-awaited features could be rolling out imminently. As of today, or recently earlier in this week, Nintendo shared on its website they'll be holding a number of Mario Kart World events throughout March to coincide with Mario Day, which follows on March 10th, 2026. At the bottom of the page, Nintendo attached a screenshot from Mario Kart World's menu that is noticeably different from the one currently in the game. Specifically, the battle mode icon now features a bomb, which wasn't present before. This seems to imply that Bomb Blast is said to be added to Mario Kart World shortly by the way of a new update that Nintendo is planning. And so yeah, it looks like that's pretty much the leaked battle mode that Nintendo leaked out for Mario Kart World. It looks like possibly Bomb Blast could be coming back finally for Mario Kart World sometime in the near future whenever Nintendo releases a brand new update for this game. Which once again, it would be awesome if they actually did add that. They actually did add Bomb Blast back in the Mario Kart World. Where unfortunately, I know it's not really Renegade Roundup because seriously, Nintendo, please bring back Renegade Roundup from Mario Kart World. If you're watching this right now, Nintendo, I need you all to bring back Renegade Roundup from Mario Kart World. I can't believe you guys just added that to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That mode was absolutely fire. It was absolutely a lot of fun. I really want Renegade Roundup to come back. But if Bomb Blast ends up being the next battle mode that they actually do roll out from Mario Kart World in a future update, I still will be pretty much fine with it though. Because so far, once again, the battle mode so far in Mario Kart World, it's still pretty bland now. But Bomb Blast will definitely change things up a little bit and probably make battle mode slowly a bit more fun and interesting once again. So, once again, what are you guys' overall thoughts about Bomb Blast possibly making its way back to Mario Kart World sometime in the future in a future update? And of course, if you guys have any thoughts about it, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts on this once again. And alright guys, that is all the news that we have for today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So, I'm not sure if we'll have time to read comments right here in the chat, but I will at least give some shout outs to everybody that was in the chat here with us during today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So in the chat, I do want to give shout outs to everybody that was with us during the stream. We have Ed in there, Super Shadow. We also have Francisco Garcia. We also have Tails. Then we have Rainbow Mario Party. And then I guess that was it right there. Those are the only people that we had here in the chat with us. So definitely shout out to everybody that was with us during today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. But unfortunately, I don't think we're going to have that much time to do the time constraints and all that. I don't think we're going to have time to actually read any of you guys' comments in the chat here. And yo, Aiden, what is good there once again? Really good to see you right there. And also, what is up, Switch Gamer X? Good to see you right there too as well. So yeah, I think overall with that, doing the time and all that, since we're kind of running short on time, we're probably not going to read it. We're probably not going to have time to read any comments right here in the chat. But maybe during the next episode of Nintendo News Roundup, we might actually read some comments right here. But since we had a lot, like he's saying, since we had a lot of news topics and all that, I probably will. We'll probably won't have time to read comments here and all that. But anyways, what do you guys overall think about all the different news topics that were pretty much discussed during today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup? And I want to give you guys a recap of everything that we talked about. We talked about the brand new announcement, the breaking news about the final trailer for the Mario Galaxy movie that will be happening on March 9th, 2026. And then we also talked about the brand new NSO games for Virtual Boy and GBA Switch Online with Mario's Tennis, Mario Clash, and also Mario vs. DK for the GBA Switch Online. And then also we highlighted, we also did highlight the Indie World Showcase that pretty much took place earlier this week. Also along with the brand new Kirby Air Riders amiibo with Sword Kirby and the Dragoon, and Noir DDD with Hydra. And then we also highlighted the Metacritic review score for Pokemon Pokopia with a sitting at an 88 on Metacritic. And then also with the Capcom Spotlight presentation with all the announcements that were pretty much made there. And then Kingdom Bridge of Spirits coming to Switch 2 sometime in the spring. And with all the Mario Day 2026 announcements and also the sale for it as well. And then the lead battle mode for Mario Kart World, but possibly Bomb Blast. So if you guys have any thoughts about all the stuff we talked about in today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup, definitely give me all 11 your thoughts in the comment section down below. And once again, I would absolutely still love to hear your thoughts about all the stuff we talked about in today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. And so overall with that, that's going to go ahead and do it for today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup. So, like I already mentioned before, thank you everybody for coming by for the stream and hanging out with us and talking about and discussing all these different news topics with us during the stream. But make sure you guys do stick around here in about a few minutes. I would probably say in about 10 or 15 minutes for the next episode of our Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate series. That once again will be happening here. And we'll go live for that in about 10 or 15 minutes from now. So, make sure you guys definitely do stay tuned for that once again. But until then, if you guys enjoyed today's episode of Nintendo News Roundup overall, make sure you guys once again, good to see a thumbs up on your way out. And if you guys are brand new to the channel too, make sure you guys subscribe and make sure you guys turn on the notifications as well. To of course, I'm Sal, on more upcoming episodes of Nintendo News Roundup every single Friday at 9:30 AM Eastern and 6:30 AM Pacific Time. But also keep up to date on more upcoming Nintendo and Nintendo Switch 2 content next in the near future as well. Also, shout out to Tom right there in the chat. I see you right there once again. But anyways, with that is overall going to do it for me, boy Nintendo Logan. And I'm going to be signing over the stream once again. And we'll see you guys here in just a few minutes for the next episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. So, peace out, love you guys, God bless, have a great day, watch one-outs and be blessed. And we hope to see you guys here in a few minutes for the next episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. So, we'll see you guys then, and may God bless you all. And we'll see you here in a few minutes. What's up, Joy-Con gang? I'm really hoping you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys want to see up to date on more upcoming videos in the near future on the channel, make sure you guys click that subscribe button to be a part of our amazing Joy-Con gang community. Plus, also, be sure to enable that notification bell to all to be notified and not miss a single new upload on this channel every single week. And if you all also want to stay up to date on more upcoming events for this channel, and even see some exclusive behind the scenes stuff as well, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at NintendoLoganYT for exclusive posts you will not see anywhere else on this channel in the future, from posting my amiibos or whatever kind of stuff you guys want to see on my Instagram, and especially in the near future, maybe do some like live Instagram hangouts with you guys as well. And lastly, if you all enjoy all the moments that we have on the channel as well, make sure you guys consider checking out our Nintendo Lonely Clips channel as well, which is pretty much our second YouTube channel, when we upload new clips on there every Monday and Wednesday, where you can check out all of our past funny and epic moments that I bet you guys will definitely enjoy for sure there, because we got a lot of funny clips on there once again. And of course, if you guys do none of that, as I was saying, one person very in particular is going to be saying, what's wrong with you if you guys don't do none of that? And that's pretty much right to beats me. He's going to be telling you what's wrong with you until you do all the stuff you guys see on the right side of me here. And I do promise you guys that. So, alright, but anyways guys, so that's going to do it for your boy Nintendo Logan here for this video. And I'm going to be signing off for this video once again. So I will see you guys in the next video. And peace out. I love you guys. God bless. And have a great day, everybody. Peace out, Joy-Con gang.